from Pattern Traders, August 12th, and on Friday, I wanted to show you guys something very interesting that I stumbled upon before I go into like BTC and whatnot. The weekend moves have been mid-time frame pivoting, and it's weird because like since July 1st, the purple is our weekend, right? So I have weekend range and I highlighted it purple, and I'm only caring about the weekend open. So usually the weekend open is Saturday open, which is Friday night's close. And ever since then, we put in either a low or a high, and then we just pivot up or pivot down. It's very interesting what's been going on. So the weekend is coming up again within about next maybe 12 hours or so, 8 p.m. tonight Eastern time. So pay attention to what happens when we do go up to retest 24.4, 24.5 around that level. And the reason I'm showing this to you is because the price action over the weekend, for whatever reason, the past month or so, has been pivotal. Usually that wasn't the case in the past. I'm assuming that the whoever's controlling the weekend price action can easily move it into the direction that they want. So they start the movement over the weekend and they continue it throughout the weekdays, which is pretty interesting. Okay, get rid of this. I want to show you guys something very interesting. Open up your TMA band in the 2-day. I made a video yesterday. I posted it, but I don't know what happened with YouTube. I don't know what's going on. YouTube sometimes is a little crazy. So the 2-day BTC touched the 2-day TMA band mid, perfect reaction. It doesn't mean that we're gonna just collapse to the downside, but this is what you should expect off a fresh 2-day mid tap. The most important thing I want to show you guys is the daily, right? The daily, the last time BTC has been at that red zone, the red is the resistance, was roughly about like April 1st, right? And we are finally approaching the red zone on the daily time frame. That's significant, guys, regardless of what level that's at or what, let's just say a Fibonacci level's there, whatever the case is, that is a significant zone. It's the daily red zone. That's high resistance. Now, not only is that important, if you look at your fair value gap indicator and you go to your 2-day, I'm going to change the color real quick so you can see this. Take this off, and make this black. The most important thing of the fair value gap indicator is the equilibrium. That's the middle point of the gap on the higher time frame. This works mostly on the higher time frame. So there is an update on the FVG that you should get within the next maybe month or so that will pretty much eliminate the small fair value gaps. And you're only going to see the big ones. You're able to adjust the size of what you want to see to avoid the clutter, right? Like you know for a fact that you want to see the big one. You do not want to see this little one down here. It's not important. Regardless if price goes down there, it's going to take it anyway. But the big ones will be able to filter them out. So take out your horizontal, oops, not that one. Take out your horizontal line and put it at the equilibrium, which is the middle aspect of the 2-day FVG. Then go back to your daily, turn off your FVG, and open up the TMA band. Let me show you guys something there. TMA band, look where it's at. The 2-day, I'm going to label this, the 2-day EQ FVG, right? Equilibrium, the middle point of the FVG in the 2-day is at the red zone. So be very careful when we get to that 25.4, 25.8 range. It's going to be a significant level. And I'm not telling you that it's going to guarantee you a short, but just watch for distribution at that level. Watch for an over-under or some kind of like low time frame bearish indication so that you could actually get an invalidation of a short RR setup, right? So I wouldn't go here. I wouldn't go up to it and just blindly short. That's a little crazy. But anyway, in the event that we do happen to go up there, be cautious if you're sitting in any longs. Now go back to your 4-hour, open up your levels, turn everything. Oh, you don't have the levels yet, but you're going to get it shortly. Turn everything off, open up your range, Monday range, and most important is your Wednesday range. Everything else is useless. Let's go. Now, let's see here. Wait, did I turn off the weekend? I did not turn off the weekend. There we go. Okay. So I indicated this in the Discord a few days back that Wednesday range was pretty much identical to Monday range. More likely than not, we're going to deviate. As long as Monday mid holds, we're going to go a lot higher. When we lose Monday mid, chances are we're going to go straight down to Monday low. And the reason why I'm saying Monday low is because when Monday low was put in place on the 7th over here, roughly at 23.1, right? 23,158. When we deviated Monday low, we never retested it. And usually what happens when you break above it, you consolidate, you fake out, you come back down, and then you go back up. We didn't do that yet. So you're going to get a reaction of Monday low. If you don't, then you pierce right through Monday low. you're going to end up going straight for that sweep of Wednesday low. So technically speaking, I don't want to target anything other than where we are right now. We're still in this range, and I think that the weekend is going to play out in this range. And then if you want to play level to level within the range, all you have to do is you open up your order block. I'll show you guys something. And I think it was the 1 hour that had it. Let this thing load. Hold on. There you go. The 1 hour. There's a 1 hour order block at 24.4. Likely that if we do go up there, it might offer some kind of resistance or rejection. Right now, the closest zone that could possibly reject us is 23,800 all the way up to 24,100. And that is basically the consolidation that led to the break in structure after we broke back down under the range. So more likely than not, it's not easy to get above this. You could do something like this and end up coming back down here to consolidate. It doesn't have to happen, but the reason why you have the order block indicator is to be able to see where the order blocks are within the range. Now, if you take this off and then you don't need this right now, let's look at playing only range by range. Let's do this. I want to also indicate something kind of important on the 4 hour. Or was it a 3 hour or 2 hours? Somewhere, I don't know. I saw it somewhere here. Hold on. Here we go. 2 hour. Here. So if you turn everything off and you only have your order block on, right? These little lines over here, just so you guys can know, are the exhaustion levels toggles. It works. I like them. They basically indicate where the previous resistance and support was, and more likely than not, you get a reaction. So the way this structure is painted right now, right? The way it's painted right now, we have, if you close everything, look what we've done. We basically have been under this line since, I think, since July 20th, and we really can't get above it with a close. I'm not saying we won't, but we just can't get above it with a close. So until we get above it with a daily close, or maybe not even a daily, a 2-day close rather, I think a little bit of a high time frame, more likely than not, we're going to be trending to the downside and breaking the current range that we're in. And the target will be $21,000. So the first area of interest on a higher time frame, if we do happen to break down, is 21.9 and 22,000, say 100, around here, the black box. And the reason why I'm stating this is because this is a mitigated candle. The red candles are mitigated candles. The green candles are mitigated candles, right? So when you see an order block, the way you see it right here, it's green. The minute price action goes right under it and it breaks through, the order block deletes itself automatically. And then what's left is the candle color, which indicates that that candle originally was an order block and it got mitigated. So this is a mitigation block, which I'll label right now. So we have it on our chart. Let's go over here. Oh, let's go over here. Mitigation block. So if I am correct and we do happen to start trending down, the ultimate target on the mid time frame will be roughly about high 21s, low 22s if we break down through this structured range. Wednesday low, Wednesday high. As long as we stay between here all weekend, we're going to just chop around. The minute we break above or below, that's your target. If we get above Wednesday high and Monday high, we're going straight for the order block sitting at 24,500 and roughly about 24,800. Keep that in mind. It's very simple. I stopped playing the 10 and 15-minute time frame because it's disastrous. I am sitting in an Ethereum and a Rune short. I indicated in the Discord, and I plan on opening up additional shorts on the way up. And the reason why is because I think that this market is going to collapse, regardless of where this market wants to go. So if you look at Ethereum and you open up your VWAP, close everything, open up your VWAP, open up your yearly VWAP. It's very important. I want to show you guys something. The yearly VWAP for Ethereum is at $1,988. That is such a good RR for a short. We're sitting on the previous quarterly VWAP as we speak. So I ended up shorting it. My stop losses, I caught the wick. I'm at 1930, so I'm really not risking much. My stop loss is at the top risk, so I don't really care. I don't even take any profit off, to be quite honest with you. I'm gonna ride it. If it stops me out, it stops me out. But I am planning on shorting if we do happen to touch the yearly VWAP. I'm letting you know right now. I'm looking for shorts for Ethereum. I do not think that Ethereum is bullish the way everyone else does. Maybe, but because of the news coming out, they're pumping this up. Hold on, I'll show you guys something. See how we just freaking dumped right now and just completely annihilated everybody? And we're doing the same thing on the top side, right? There's no difference, right? We basically made lower highs, and it just collapsed, right? Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, and we're going to pump up. I can't see us getting above this zone over here without filling the gap to the downside. So I think that without filling all this over here, I think the max upside for Ethereum is roughly about 22, 2150. So I'm willing to build a swing short once this VWAP, this yearly VWAP gets tapped from say about 2000 all the way up to like 23, 2200. I'm willing to short that. If you look at a higher time frame perspective, I know you people think I'm crazy for shorting this, but guys, look. If you look at it from a higher time frame, where are we right now? Let's go to 5 days, even cleaner. Look where we are, right? So we're basically retesting the breakdown. And if you want to go to the weekly to see the block being even bigger, that's your weekly block. So I mean, this is so short proof, like it's crazy. We broke down, we basically ranged for I think a year. Yeah, we ranged for a whole year, we distributed, we broke down, and we're retesting it. So I'm gonna post this in Discord. This is why I'm looking for Ethereum shorts, and this is why I'm a firm believer that Ethereum is gonna die. Okay, so that's what I'm doing with Ethereum. I'll go over the altcoins another time. I don't want to waste a lot of video content right now for no reason. BTC has the same structure. The structure that I'm looking for will be a safer. I haven't been shorting BTC to be quite honest with you. It'll be a safer short to be as close as we can to at least like 30,000, 29,000. But then again, you have this little block at the downside, which is between $27,000 and $28,000, right? So I'm not interested in shorting BTC. I care about shorting the altcoins. I've been shorting altcoins in Ethereum, which is a lot easier. And when it comes to the actual oscillators themselves, and you're looking at BTC, they're still zigzagging. And I don't think we're gonna pivot bear and die with the daily unless the daily RSX fires. Like BTC, I'll give you an example. Look at Ethereum, right? Ethereum, for example, let me remove this, go to the top side. Look at Ethereum, for example, right? I think it was a 2D that I saw it, 2D. Yeah. So every single time the 2D RSX fires, right? We fired over here, and that was the top. We fired over here, and now it was the top. Hold on. We fired over here, and now it was the top. We fired over here. This is why Ethereum's a lot easier for me to see. We're firing now, right? And we're over here. Come on. Like, this is going to collapse. I mean, personally speaking, this is going to freaking collapse, man. It's a matter of how high can it go before it collapses. And I wanted to go all the way down here at 1300. MSTX, look at them. Look how far away the support is. Because don't forget, whenever we dump, whenever we curl on MSTX, right, you got to come all the way back down to hit support. Your first support is a signal line. You broke right through it. It was a massive dump. Look how far away the support is. It's massive. You can't just randomly just bounce like this. You got to have some kind of support. So, yeah, this is gonna be a big high time frame dump on Ethereum. There's a big gap here. If you go to BTC and look at it, same thing with BTC, right? Algo fire, we dumped. Algo fire over under, we dumped. Algo fire over under, we dumped. This is a big movement to the downside with BTC as well, unfortunately. I don't think that BTC is going to collapse unless the daily has an algo fire yet, and we haven't had one since March. So I'm being patient with BTC. I'm not gonna lie to you. Every single dump so far that BTC has been bought up. It has been. It really has been. It's been basically a long person's market. Every dump that we've had has made a higher high, right? 15%, and then you pumped right back up, I think 20% or something. What is that? Yeah, almost 20%. So it's not easy to be able to short this shit, and I don't think that BTC is going to die until we get a red algo on the RSX, which means like something like this. This is what I'm looking for. So until we get something like this where it turns red over here, I don't think BTC is in for a big ass dump. And what I mean by a dump is a dump that's going to break the structure. If you look at it from a higher time frame perspective, I know this video is a little bit long. So look, our closest support on the daily time frame, which the order block is 21.2, and if you go to the 12-hour, it's roughly about $23,000. The minute you break under this range right here, then the fun starts. Excuse me, sorry about that. Then the fun starts. Now we can start targeting. Sorry about that. Now we can start targeting like after we lose like 21.9, 21, 22,000, then we can start targeting lower targets between like 20,800 and 21,000 flat around there. Don't forget, guys, these order blocks, they were built for you to be able to see where the closest support is, right? So, um, if you look at it, just having nothing else on your chart except for the order block and the exhaustion levels. The exhaustion levels is the bottom, right? The exhaustion levels toggle. This indicates that these little support and resistance lines, you see them? Yeah. So this indicates that price could potentially be reactive there. So even if we do happen to go down, we still have to go back up to create a lower high and then come back down, right? Versus if we go back up first, then we go back up, come down, then we could do something like this, and then we can collapse, right? So there's a lot of stuff are in the making right now regarding where BTC could potentially go, especially over the weekend. Trade safe. I wouldn't be looking to short every single pump because BTC still has a lot of gas in it on the daily time frame. But if you look at Ethereum, and I'm basing it off Ethereum, Ethereum's daily is already putting in a freaking over under. If you like know about patterns, this is exactly how an over under is formed right here. Just a matter of how much higher can this wick go before it actually collapses. So I'm looking to build a swing short on Ethereum all the way up to at least like 22, like this basically this block right here with the VWAP is. The VWAP should be there. Yeah, right here. So if we start coming here at 2,000, I'm gonna start looking for shorts all the way up to this block and call it a day. I can't see Ethereum for whatever miracle getting above this level right here. And I'll hold it. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I'll hold it. I'll hold it all the way to come back down. Trade safe, guys. I still think that BTC has gas in it. I'm not gonna be telling you to short this blind. Potential of going to 25,500 is high. The probability of going to 25,000 is high, guys. I'm saying it again. It's high. The daily has gas. The daily has gas. There's no red algo. There's no exhaustion. There's no over under, guys, in the daily. Daily has gas, guys. Trade safe. Enjoy your weekends, and we'll talk on Monday.